I live in the South. It's hot AF most of the time. I cannot stand going in places where they have ceiling fans going, but set to turn backwards. So I've taken it upon myself to change the spin direction to push cold air whenever possible. Friend's house. Yep. Family? Yep. Public places? Yep. I don't feel guilty at all. One day I will have succeeded at making all fans turn in the correct direction. Maybe then we can unlock the secrets of the universe. Okay, so back when I was a kid, I thought glasses were really cool. Then, my sibs got their reading glasses and I got jealous. So after some time, I told my mom that I feel like my sight is getting a bit blurry. Since bad eyesight kind of runs in the family, she got me checked out. My eyes weren't really bad. But I lied when the doctor asked me to read vision chart. Not much but enough for the doctor to prescribe me with a low-grade glasses. For a few years, I'm happy I'm sporting a glasses. But now that I'm old, I'm regretting it. Now I know how foolish I've been. I want to get my old eyesight back. But LASIK is so damn expensive. I know there's contacts, but I can't wear them. St, I'm not comfortable in them. And D, I'm not responsible enough to be able to wear them, and RD, my work environment is so dusty it's quite hazardous. PS to the kids who read this, please just wear an eyeglasses with no grade. Don't think that it's stupid. I tell you, it's dumber to wreck your eyesight for fashion. Just wear a damn non-prescription glasses. Don't mind what other people think. You can wear whatever makes you happy. Just make sure it doesn't affect you and your health negatively nor hurt others physically. I'm a hairdresser. I love my job, I'm good at it, but unfortunately my own hair is terrible. I damaged it really badly as a kid teen because I have very thick, curly hair, and I was ashamed of it, so I used heat straighteners every day for years. I had very damaged hair. I get a discount on hair products at my salon, and I used to use them to mask the damage, but it's a hassle to deal with. I felt like as a hairdresser, my own hair will be under scrutiny by clients, and I needed it to look perfect. So I cut off most of the damaged hair and started wearing a wig. Well, today I was with a client and she randomly said, "Just curious, are you wearing a wig?" And I panicked. I just have so much embarrassment wrapped up in the whole situation. I was ashamed when I was a kid with curly hair, and I was ashamed when I was older and had damaged hair, and now I'm ashamed that I wear a wig to cover up the previous issues. I never tell anyone about it. So I just sort of played dumb and said, "What, why?" And she said it had shifted and she'd seen the lace edge. I said I had cancer and lost my hair, so I wear a wig now. I know that is awful. I don't even know why I said it, it's just that, again, I have so much insecurity about it. I felt like I had to cover up my previous actions to justify why I had a wig in the first place, because admitting that I damaged my hair was shameful, and then to justify why I had sort of lied the first time she asked, although there was some plausible deniability there since I hadn't really confirmed or denied until she said she had seen it. She was very apologetic and embarrassed and said she was sorry for asking. The rest of the session was awkward. This has been on my mind since it happened. When I was in freshman year of high school years ago, I had already had a bad habit of doing things to try to be loved. I hadn't been allowed to go many places in the past, but I moved to a different family member's house and was allowed to do more. My brother had invited me to my second high school football game with him and of his other friends. I could feel some tension with one of the friends. After the football game we went to the gas station, and of the friends had left, so it was just me, my brother, and one of the friends. At some point we went home to ask if we could go get some food, and after we left we crossed one street and my brother walked ahead of us with the friend behind me. All of a sudden the friend starts dry humping me while I'm walking. I try to walk away and laugh it off multiple times, but he keeps doing it. As I mentioned, I let things slide in the past and hope for someone to love me, so I just kept laughing it off, kind of feeding into it. After we part ways and me and my brother get home, and I start texting the friend on Instagram. We start talking about freaky things and plans. We decide to hang out the next day, and we walk down the street, and I think he asked where we could stop for a second or where we could do something. We go behind a store not far from home and we kiss, but then he starts kind of forcefully making out with me, repeatedly trying to choke me and trying to put his hands down my pants even though I kept moving his hands and saying no. I start walking home and he texts me saying maybe we should just be friends. I can't really remember verbatim, but a while after that night, my brother said the friend said something along the lines of I tried to kiss him and he rejected me. It's been on my mind ever since and affects me. I think I'm traumatized, but sometimes I feel like I'm being dramatic, but that wasn't my first time being sad. What do y'all think? After another friend of my brother's who my family knew coerced me into giving him my virginity in an abandoned basement, after I said no until he kept asking, so I said yes. I think because I've had some traumatizing events happen to me, it caused me to forget certain things in detail and made me hypersexual, which is why I second-guess myself so much. Posted this last night and it got deleted, but I really need some help and support. And I was stranded in a state where I didn't know anyone. My mom passed away a year and a half ago, my dad was never in my life and I have no siblings. The only person that I knew I could contact was my uncle who touched me as a kid. He allowed me to move in and it was such a big mistake. He still hints at wanting to do sexual stuff, he will make moves on me and then he starts drinking at night and turns into a complete asshole. He won't let me eat since I haven't been able to pay for groceries because I'm unemployed, he doesn't let me shower and keeps the bathroom door locked while he's gone and he won't give me a ride to any job interview I get. It's the worst. I'd rather just kill myself because my car is broken down and I can't get back home to my friends and I don't see how things can possibly get any better when this guy won't help me out when I'm trying to get a job. I'm losing my mind. I'm ready to just die and I think I'd be at way more peace with that than living with him. I'm home alone this weekend, well almost, my sister is staying over. My husband at a golf weekend, my parents looking after baby last night to tonight and me needing a digestive colon reset. Did some research, asked my mom and decided a Heath is safe option was best. I got a couple of my mom's herbal cleanse tea bags and yesterday bought a carton of prune juice on recommendation. Given that I only had today to sort my problem in relative privacy, I had FLAs of puna juice, chased with 1 large cup of strong herbal cleanse tea steeped in boiling water for a good minutes. I also had water beside the bed and sipped on it whenever I turned over. What could possibly go wrong? Fast forward to this morning, I woke earlyish with a feeling like a bowling ball moving round my lower stomach bowels, not painful but strange. I lay there for a few more minutes to see if the feeling passed, then I had a sudden arrival feeling, I clenched it off and decided to make way to the bathroom. I had barely arrived at a hover when everything broke loose. Thank goodness I decided to go when I did. Much relieved, I want to make myself a coffee in the kitchen, still in PJ shorts and T-top, thankfully panties under too, just in case. I was sitting in my kitchen, had 2 of 3 sips into coffee reading SM posts when the second feeling arrived, a slight rumble like gas. Knowing I had purged. Thinking it was safe, I just shifted on the kitchen chair and relaxed my rear to relive what I thought was gas. Well OMG, my brain had a split second of relief before a sudden horrific realization that a new warmth was spreading rapidly up between my cheeks. Oh, the absolute horror. The rest is seriously TMI. But very amusing. My sister made an appearance in the kitchen shortly after, looking somewhat red-faced and shocked. Oh. She had joined me in the cleanse though took slightly less. As I would discover, she suffered a similar fate. Oh. My mom howled with laughter when I phoned her. So funny. There is more to tell about the tale. Anyone else with similar mishaps feel free to share, I need a giggle. P.S. 8 hours later and my sis and I are still having little issues. A couple of years ago, I went no contact with my dad, who is from Russia. I never knew much about him or his life and every once in a while, I would try to be open with him and tell him something about my life. The response was almost always you can do better, which would always break my heart. Anyway, he went into hospice care almost 2 weeks ago after struggling with a battle against stomach cancer and this train of people just came flooding in to visit him. We thought he was just a lonely guy. He passed away Thursday, which was obviously hard even though I never went to see him. He left everything to me, which includes 3 properties, so I just got off the phone with a real estate agent that my dad worked with and he said he knows a lot of people that my dad knew and that he would spread the word of my dad's passing. It's just wild. He never felt safe sharing things with me or my mom and we never felt safe sharing things with him. It's just such a shame. I don't know what I did wrong to keep him from telling me about his life. My mom didn't make plans for a funeral, but we are going to try and honor some Russian traditions, which involve a series of gatherings after the person's passing. With all of these people coming out of the woodworks, I hope I can piece together some information about my dad's life. I'm sure it'll be more than anything I got from him before. I've tried to end it before. Not proud of it, not asking for advice, just confessing. Life keeps piling on no matter what I do. Every mistake, every regret, every what if gnaws at me. It's like I'm trapped in my own body, a ghost forced to keep walking while the world watches. I don't know why it's this way. I don't know why I'm still here. Sometimes I wonder if anyone else feels like their own existence is a punishment they can't escape.